All right, so we're gonna pick back up with Chloe, and I'm gonna go over those. Just do it all in Acrobat. I had originally was gonna do all the Express videos, but I mean, some of them have bad audio, some don't have audio. It's just sometimes easier to do it this way. Okay, so Waves of Change was this one. It was for pollution in the ocean again. So this one was perfect as far as the visuals. You will not forget a seal barking from inside of a bottle anytime soon. And you have big, bold typography. All of this stuff is perfect for a billboard. You're going to walk by it, you're going to drive by it, you're going to remember it. You know, having the variance in typography with the we did this, you know, putting the human element back in it. I love this. It was so smart. You had great typography. I thought your visuals with the coral and the teal, I mean, those I think were the Pantone colors last year, so they're great. Let's see. I think this is your editorial spread. I would probably have showed it as a, oh, there it is. It's in the last one. We can view it as a spread. Great mock-up there. Definitely would get in there and get rid of the lorem ipsum text, the dummy copy as we call it. I think it looks great. Really smart. Lots of things there to kind of break up the space. Yeah, this one looks great too. I would maybe have a white out version of your logo for when you have like a darker background like blue or white, and you could even, I know as much as you don't want to probably put it over the chaotic image in the bottom, it would really stick out there if it was larger and in white, because you don't really have any really hot whites down there. But this looks great. You can change this being integrated with the also behind the tree, add some visual interest to it as well. Print ad again. Times clean, throw garbage away. Yeah, again, the white logo would look great here. You could even stack the Waves of Change up here or on top of this, and have everything be flush left, and that would be great. All right, awesome job here as well. Sorry if you hear my kids in the background. They are definitely here today. All right, Elise. Where to start with this one? All right, so I believe this one was called Forget Me Not. That's the logo itself. A little tough to read the me, so you might want to go in there and, even if like with a very fine calligraphic white stroke, just do like a little tiny like notch out of that E, just so you don't connect all that. What does home feel like? She's never known, but it's not too late. So I believe this was for older kids in the adoption process. Again, the image is perfect. I mean, you're dealing with emotional advertising. You're going to remember this piece. You have a lot of textural elements in it too. So like the type is working perfectly with that ripped paper. I think it looks really good. I think you can maybe thin out the little arrow a little bit, and maybe not be afraid to use like a hot color somewhere. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but like a hot overlay of a hot pink on top of the tape, or hot blue, something so when you're walking by a monochromatic image that your eye catches it and brings you into the layout. Sometimes that helps with advertising of this kind. Same thing, maybe just do a blue overlay on the stroke here, or even this whole paper be a blue overlay, like hot blue, like cyan, and then everything else could be in white. But type is nicely managed. Same thing, I think you could thin out the arrow and it would be good to go. Yeah, overall aesthetically great. I love the piece. I think I just had the social link for this one.
Welcome to New Home, New York. This social good concept is addressing the issue of adoption. Welcome to New Home, New York. This social good concept.
Sorry, I'm just looking for a faster way to get through anything with audio. All right. So New Home, New York, support children in need of new homes, so specifically in New York. I'm just going to go through it because it's letting me, hopefully. No, it's not. We're going to sit through the 2 minutes.
This social good concept is addressing the issue of adoption. The purpose of New Home New York is to encourage people to adopt children ages 5 to 17 and groups of siblings in New York City. The design process started out with mood boards and thumbnail sketches, allowing me to experiment and finalize a design which I wanted to use lots of pictures of New York City. The logo is the skyline of New York City shaped as the roof of a home, and I made 3 different colors so that I would have more options when working with my designs. The editorial spread is an image of New York City with an orange silhouette of a house and text that is found in the social good concept proposal. Many of the following designs have a similar layout where it is the family with the New Home New York logo and the call to action. Each image uses a different family with different colors to bring in a new variety, but the same branding throughout all of the designs.
Okay. All right, let's see if I can backtrack it all. I don't think that I necessarily can. I don't know. This video doesn't give me the option. Overall, I think it was really nice. The orange was really nice as well. Maybe making the red a little bit lighter, just because of the tone of it. But other than that, I mean, I can't really get back to give you too much feedback because I can't get back to the visuals. But overall, I think the text was managed well and the graphics were as well. Okay, cool. This one has a grid system. Okay, so this one is called Replant, Regrow, helping homeless people find work while saving our planet. Logo. All right, so let's start with the logo. I would rework it for sure. I'm not sure that you necessarily need it in the oval. I mean, maybe if you have, you could try a calligraphic stroke versus the solid black outline here just to give it some variance. Maybe work on the hand just a little bit more. So maybe it's just like the silhouette version of it versus having all the extra little lines in there. And definitely lessen the stroke on everything as far as like, you definitely don't need a stroke on black text. You could try the replant and then regrow underneath it. So if your text is a little bit larger, it'll fit with the illustration a little bit more. You could definitely rework the logo text too as well, something a little bit more updated. The look on this changes completely when you get here. You lose the logo. There's no logo there. Again, with this kind of marketing, you'll want to do something that someone's going to connect with more. So maybe if you had like a community garden photo or like kids planning or like a community planting gardens, you could maybe have that in like a background image and then have your little like garden images in the front. You could keep this little thing, the vine thing, coming down here, but maybe take it up and off the page. But I just think overall every piece is aesthetically different, so it doesn't look like a campaign. I mean, my favorite one as far as aesthetics would definitely be the type here. Just again, getting some real visuals in here. So they all kind of stylistically don't mesh together. They look like five different things. All right, moving on. We're gonna do one more and then we'll split it into 3 videos. Okay, let's see if I can find the logo. Is there a logo for this one? I'll see one. All right. Oh, there it is. It's kind of in the corner. So where the difference, so I believe this was on fashion sustainability. You know, I don't remember the actual statistics on it, but clothes don't break down easily. I think that, I mean, just the general overwhelming waste definitely works, but I would maybe, your typography is really vibrating on there. For this, you could definitely try like a thicker, not a rounded serif. You might want to just have less copy. You could even have like, where are your old clothes going? And just leave it at that for the billboard. Move this up here and then have it be a color that's not going to vibrate as much on the black and white, because remember, again, the billboard application itself, you don't want that kind of vibration and people looking twice to read. Where the difference, for this one, the green and everything is nice, but you could just put like where the difference and then your little logo in there on like underneath it, and then put like sustainable fashion, and like, you know, assume that they're educated enough to put that together. Yeah, kind of the same thing. Sometimes too much copy, you have like 2 conflicting things. Where would you rather be, and then where the difference. So like if you let the where the difference kind of like this is definitely the strongest of the ads. You just need to scratch the rest of the copy there. I remember this one too. So for this one too, where the difference works here, think about a poster, it's fixed. So I mean, you have a lot more time to read it. So if you can make all of this stuff smaller, like maybe 50% smaller, and just bump up the where the difference so that people understand sustainable fashion, and then you know, they can kind of like put it together there. Yeah, same thing here. Overall good concept, just needs a little bit of help kind of putting it all together.